Hello, my name is Tim Crofton, and at Just Desserts we are cooking sweet things from every country in the world. I like to cook, I've travelled a lot, so join us as we eat. Tim Crofton, Just Desserts, and we are cooking a dessert from every country in the world. We're going alphabetically, and today we have made it to the tiny but illustrious nation of St Kitts and Nevis. Two-island nation, population of about 55,000, and supposedly obviously I'm English, but a great cricketing nation. Now I know it's the West Indies, but I hadn't realised that actually there have been games, matches for the international cricket, what's it called, the cricket thing? Cricket championships have been played there. Tiny little island. Anyway, I'm going to make a dish or a dessert from St Kitts and Nevis that's actually popular across the Caribbean, called sugar cakes. Very easy, and shouldn't take you a tick. I recommend it would be a fun one to make with your kids if you have them. I don't necessarily encourage you to make kids just so that you can make the dish, but if that's part of your gig, fine. So what we've got in the pot here is I've made a simple syrup. A cup of water and a cup of sugar, boil it up till it dissolves, and there you've got very sugary water, otherwise known as a syrup. Into that I'm going to put 4 cups of grated coconut. If you've ever cooked anything from the Caribbean before, you will know that coconut is often not far away from the ingredient list. Stir that in, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm going to keep the heat on a little bit. Into that I'm going to put a tiny bit, not that one, I'm going to put a little bit of almond essence, a couple of drops, maybe 3, oh that was 4, and I'm also going to put half a teaspoon of cream of tartar. There you go, and that goes in there. And that is pretty much it. What I'm going to do is just heat it a little bit so that coconut can absorb up all the syrup. And this, so it's almost like a macaroon, or you know, a coconut macaroon. What makes these fun for the kids is that they have different colours. Did I tell you that they were called sugar cakes? I can't remember, but if I didn't, it's sugar cakes we're making. And the sugar cakes come in bright, wacky colours. I thought we'd make one of each colour. I've got red, green, yellow and blue. I was quite surprised to find the red. I normally lose that on red velvet cake. It's always the one that I'm out of. But not today, Josephine. Not today. Okay, I think those look good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to split them up into quick cuppa. Split them up into quarters and put a drop of food colouring in each one, and probably I'm going to get maybe 3 or 4 from each of these, from each little bowl. You don't need to do this, this is just my way of making it easy for filming. There we go. Let's start with red because I like red, Oh, don't overdo it, Tim. Splosh, oh that overdid it. They'll be super red. And then to go with the super red, let's have some super yellow. Ooh. And some super green. Whoop. And some super blue. Super blue. How do you do? Okay, that can go in there. And now, give them a little mixy, put lots of colour. All you're going to do is, once you have stirred in your food colouring. You are going to, this is where this will come in handy. You're just going to scoop them into the size you want and put them on a tray to cool down. And obviously I say obviously, but the sugar syrup will help bring the coconut together. Very simple, but apparently all the rage in St Kitts and Nevis. What I did want to just point out is I did use quite a wide coconut flake. They were quite big. I mean, it's just going to change the personality of your sugar cake if you use a more finely desiccated coconut. Colours are up to you. All I'm going to do now is let these sit. The sugar syrup will firm up, obviously, and everything will hold together and make a divine Caribbean treat from St Kitts and St Nevis. I would love to hear from you if you're from St Kitts and Nevis. I'm not sure if I've ever crossed paths with someone from St Kitts and Nevis, but I would love to hear from you, particularly to tell me if I have done justice to the sugar cakes. As always, ladies and gentlemen, lovely to see you. We hope to hear from you through all our various medias, which we'll put up in a minute. And next up, I'm not totally sure what's next up. I think we're going to be in the Caribbean again, because there's lots of saints in the Caribbean. Saint Vincent, well, we have Saint Kitts. Then anyway, we'll see you next time. Lovely to see you. Take care, naughties. Bye.